everybody, welcome to this video. I'm Molly, I'm your yoga teacher for the day. Today we're going to be going over how to do a sun salutation A, otherwise known as a Surya Namaskar A. Sun salutations are a great thing to do towards the beginning of class just to get your whole body warmed up. They begin to link breath with movement, so just to get you into a good headspace, into a good body space. They're also really good to do just throughout your practice, like in between flows to kind of wipe the slate clean. It feels really good. So that's where you might see or practice these. I thought I would do a traditional and an Awakening Academy one because in my practices you might see both. So now you'll know what to do. Yeah, so you'll need your mat. If you know you need a little more space or are just starting out, you can always grab 2 blocks and put those under your palms. So grab that stuff and we'll get started. So traditional sun salutation A begins standing at the top of your mat. Feet are hip width distance apart or so. Make sure you can feel the weight shifting side to side. You have a steady base of support. Hands are down by your side. Shoulders stacked over pelvis. Pelvis stacked over hips. Back of your neck is nice and long. This is mountain pose, Tadasana. And then on your inhale, you'll sweep your arms overhead and look between your palms. You can add a bit of a back bend if you want, pressing your hip points forwards. And then exhale, forward fold. So you'll bring your hands either through heart center or out to the side and cascade your body down. Keep plenty of bend in your knees and try to compress your belly to your thighs. And then inhale, halfway lift. You can either put your fingertips on a block, on the mat, or on your shins. And in this pose, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, you want to reach the crown of your head and your sit bones in opposite directions. Nice long spine here. And exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back or jump them back to plank. This is still on your exhale. Shift your weight slightly forward and then lower down. Elbows don't have to be bent to 90 degrees, but that's a common cue. And then inhale, flip over your toes, reach your chest through your shoulders. This is upward facing dog. And then exhale, you'll flip over your toes, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Again, keep plenty of bend in your knees so you can keep a nice long spine. Inhale, reach your heels up. Come on to balls of your feet, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Land in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root through your feet, press through your heels, rise up, arms overhead. Urdhva Hastasana or upward salute. And then exhale, hands at heart center or down by your side for Tadasana, mountain pose. So do that a couple times just to get the rhythm of it. So from mountain pose, inhale, arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, fingertips to shins or mat. Halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, hop, step, or float back to Chaturanga. Lower down into your push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, big back bend. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet, look forward. Exhale, bend those knees to give you some power. Step forward to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands at heart center. And release them down. We'll do one more of a traditional A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Standing back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plenty of bend in your knees. Exhale, plant your hands, step, hop, float back. If you're floating back, make sure that you're leaning your weight forward. That way the rebound doesn't come into your back. You're catching that weight with your arms. So from your halfway lift, exhale, plant your hands, step back. See how I landed all the way down in my Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, float to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Root down through your feet. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. So that's a traditional sunA. Now we'll go through an Awakening Yoga Academy sunA. So for that one, you start in downward facing dog. We'll give you a few breaths to find your shape. So your arms are stretched long. Most of the weight is through the index and thumb side of your hand. Think about rolling your biceps up and hugging your forearms in towards each other. For your lower body, keep plenty of bend in your knees. Think about flicking your tailbone up to the sky to create length. So this is where we begin. On your inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees. At the end of your exhale, land in an active squat at the top of your mat. So your feet are going to come on the outsides of your hands. Your toes are pointing out slightly, heels are in. Inhale, rise to active squat. So really engaging our legs. Our glutes are pulling our knees to the side so they're not collapsing in. Arms are stretched long. Spine is long as well. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, stand up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. This time, your toes are going to be out a little bit, and that's okay. Big back bend, send your hip points forwards. And exhale, hands to heart center, sit down into your squat. Inhale, plant your hands, look forward, prepare. And then exhale, this is the tricky part, so we'll go through it nice and slow on this first round. On your exhale, for this Awakening Surya A, you're going to go back to your plank, do a full push-up, and then land on your elbows and your knees. That's all on your exhale. So from your inhale, your hands are here, you're prepared. Exhale, step back, do a push-up, still exhaling, ride the breath, and then land on your knees and elbows. Okay, inhale, pull your body through, upward facing dog. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. We'll go through that again. And if that sounds like a lot for you, I want you to practice taking nice long exhales and just seeing how long your breath can last, because you might be a little surprised. So from downward facing dog, inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, float, feet to outsides of hands. Inhale, rise up, active squat, sit it low, chest reaches forward. Exhale, stand up, hands to heart. Inhale, look up, back bend, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, sit it down. Inhale, plant your hands, look forward, prepare. Exhale, step, hop, float, do your push-up. Land on your knees and elbows. Inhale, pull your body through, back bend, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do one more. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, float to the top of your mat. Inhale, active squat, arms are forward. Exhale, stand, hands meet in center. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Open the front of your body. Exhale, sit it down into your squat. Inhale, plant your hands, prepare, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, float through your push-up. You can always skip that, land on your knees and elbows. Inhale, pull your body through. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, take a little breather. Look through those again, practice those again. But they're just such a wonderful, you could have a great practice just doing sun salutations alone. And I really like both of those variations. My favorite part about the traditional would probably be just the forward fold and halfway lift. I think that feels so good for my spine. And then my favorite part about the Awakening Surya A is the active squat with a wider base of support. I think it leaves more room for people who have tighter hips or body parts in the way of any sort. So just a little bit of a versatile option for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. Go ahead and rewatch and practice. Do those until they become second nature and you can really link your breath with your movement, because once you get that down, you'll be able to incorporate them into further classes with much more ease. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.